Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for today's Appraisal Buzzcast. I'm Jim Morrison. Today we have Joan Trice, CEO and founder of Allterra Group, and Hal Humphreys, partner and director of education at Appraiser eLearning. We're going to be talking about the upcoming event, Valuation Expo, and the course that Hal's teaching. Joan, I'll turn it over to you.
All right. Thank you, Jim, and welcome, Hal. I just learned that we must be woke here at Appraisal Buzz because the course title that you're going to be teaching at Expo was Bulletproofing Your Appraiser, but we decided that was too violent. And so now we've gone to the gold standard. So it's all the same thing, but we're all ultra sensitive today about our words. So we're going to stick with that gold standard.
I like it. You know, there's nothing wrong with thinking about the words you say before you say them.
Yes, I think we're all rethinking everything.
Yeah.
Nothing's not on the table for sure. Well, let's talk about what's baked into this class. Is this your first time teaching at Val Expo, I believe?
It will be, yes.
Yes, exciting. Well, good. I look forward to meeting you in person. So what's an appraiser going to be learning in the gold standard seminar?
Well, you know, we're going to be talking about a lot of things. I know Craig Capella is on the panel, and he's going to be talking about some legal issues that appraisers are going to be thinking about. My section is on ANSI and measuring to ANSI standards. And I don't know how much time I'll get to go on ANSI, but in reality, ANSI is not that difficult. It's 16 pages total, of which 3 are the standard. It's a really simple standard. And what I plan on talking about most of all is the heartburn points that we've seen from appraisers across the country. And there are several heartburn points. So we'll dive into those in some detail.
Now, if there's one thing I've learned, Hal, by following all the social media on this very topic, I think the biggest eye-opener for me was not even the complaints about following the new standard. It was obvious that a lot of people have never measured a house before. That was a stunning revelation for me. Have you observed the same?
I have observed that some people haven't measured a house before. The bigger problem I have had is so speaking specifically of social media, and for anyone out there, number one, come to Valuation Expo. It is a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of interesting and smart appraisers from around the country. Joan puts on a good show. There's no doubt about it. We've been there the past several years and really enjoy it. But if you're looking for information about pretty much anything valuation related, I would urge you, please, I beg you, do not go to social media to find out the answers. I actually, Joan, got in trouble at another conference where I had some examples from Facebook where people were talking about ANSI and how, and like, no, if it doesn't have a closet, it can't be counted as a bedroom. And that's just not the case. It depends on functional, issues in your specific market area. So I put a slide up that showed that Facebook interaction, and I had blanked out the names. I'd pixelated all the names and photos so you couldn't tell who it was, but the man who posted that was in the class.
What are the odds?
And yeah, I was like, okay, so I learned a hard lesson, which is don't use social media as examples, like that. But the bottom line is, if you're looking for answers about ANSI, do not go to Facebook.
I couldn't agree more, Hal. I see 100 wrong answers, and there must be one, usually there's one right answer in there, but the maddening crowd has taken over and hijacked sanity, and the right person gets vilified for being right, and then it just goes downhill from there.
And I would say, in general, if you have a Facebook account, and I do, and I think most of us do, because we have to have some kind of a presence in social media to kind of be out there, and especially for Appraiser eLearning and for Allterra Group, you want to have some social media presence. But my suggestion is, when it comes to Facebook and appraisal related posts, don't comment.
No, I'm with you. Better better to keep it to yourself than, I agree with you, which is why people need to be in person in these classes. The interaction is dynamic. You get it in real time, and you can weigh all the answers that you're going to get from the instructor and the crowd. I agree. Hal, let's do this. Let's break for a quick commercial message, and then we'll be right back.
One of the easiest appraisal tools, the Cubicasa app, allows anyone, even a homeowner or agent with a smartphone, to generate an ANSI-aligned digital GLA scan. Moreover, it comes with high-fidelity, detailed floor plan with interior walls that are required for hybrid and desktop assignments. Appraisers love this app because they can also complete traditional appraisals for complex properties with ease. The best part is the first scan is free. Sign up today to get your first scan at cubicasa.com.
Welcome back, everybody. And Hal, let's continue on this ANSI thread a little bit. What are the most common objections, that I can't do this, or we all know that translates to I don't want to do this.
Right. The first objection is I don't like change. I've been measuring houses the same way for 30 years. Why do you want me to change it? The second objection is, well, in my market, which is 110% unique, different from everywhere else in the country, it's going to change things. Well, yeah, it's going to change things in a lot of markets. It's not going to change it that much. You may be looking at losing a couple of 100 square feet on a second story where the walls don't have 5 feet and you've been measuring it to the walls before. Those are issues you're going to have to deal with. I would argue that none of that changes the valuation process. If you've got an extra 200 square feet that doesn't meet the standard, you account for it on a separate line and you just move on. The other objection I have is, not objection, but struggle I've seen is, for the longest time, people have argued about how to handle stairs. And people get really confused in some of the ANSI classes about how do I handle stairs? And at the end of the day, I've found that the easiest way to explain it is, don't worry about the stairs. Measure the outside of the ground floor, measure outside of the top floor. That's your square footage. If there's a vaulted area, you would take that out the same way you'd normally take it out, but don't worry about the stairs. So, I got in trouble a couple of months ago for pointing out that the Realtors Association letter regarding ANSI, one of their first objection to ANSI was, it's too hard to measure houses. There are obstacles. And my response is, I'm sorry, I've been shoving my shoulder between brick and holly bushes for 30 years. Obstacles are just a thing. The number of appraisers that haven't been measuring houses, I don't know what that number is. I know that there's some that don't. But at the end of the day, that's part of our job. That's part of our scope of work that our clients require of us. And, it's just something you have to do. And following ANSI is a really easy thing to do once you get your head around it.
No, I couldn't agree more. And I'm just going to apologize in advance if I've been squirming in my seat and you hear some squeaky noises. I've been struggling with my dog here who has been pulling on a squeaky toy and wants to get in the frame. So I apologize. Let's take another quick break for a commercial message, and we will be right back. And hopefully my dog will go take a break too.
Today's learner has a myriad of educational options to choose from, both online and off. For the appraisers and professionals who rely on your appraisals, your high-quality, comprehensive valuation education resource should be the Appraisal Institute. The courses we offer are rigorously researched and largely developed by practicing appraisers using their real-world residential and commercial valuation experience. Go to appraisalinstitute.org/education for more information.
All right, welcome back, everybody. And as you can see, Hal is an invited guest, and I have an uninvited guest. I have Buzz here as my new puppy. He's a golden doodle, and he's the Appraisal Buzz mascot. And Brian, he was chewing on a squeaky toy as Hal was trying to talk. So,
well, Joan, I tried to get Brian to sit in my lap like that, but he didn't want to do it.
And does he play with squeaky toys? I bet he does. Yeah.
It's the only way to keep him occupied sometimes.
Well, the last thing I wanted to talk about before we close today is, Brian, I believe you're going to be teaching USPAP, which means the good folks that attend Valuation Expo will be able to get 21 hours of CE if they stick around for USPAP too.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that, Joan. We did that last year and we had a big turnout. I mean, we had, I don't remember how many, but it was a big turnout. And, a lot of people don't like USPAP. They moan and groan and, I got to do this every 2 years. But what I like to do is try and find the opportunities within USPAP that will help appraisers. And believe it or not, there are some opportunities in there.
I agree.
So we've got a curriculum. We've got to go over the curriculum, and we will do that. But most folks are in business to make money. And if we can kind of peel the envelope a little bit back and find different ways to help capitalize and expand their business and make more money, I want to take that opportunity. So our USPAP classes are a little bit different. You won't fall asleep, I promise you that. And you might just have a little fun and learn something.
Wow. Okay, USPAP, fun, engaging, you won't fall asleep. It almost makes me want to take it.
Come on, Joan.
I did say almost.
Those are words you never hear in association with USPAP.
I know. Well, which is a testament for Brian that he draws such a big crowd. So we really appreciate you all being a part of our continuing education platform at Val Expo. And I'm looking forward to seeing both you gentlemen not too many weeks from now.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner. Joan, we are so excited. Appraiser eLearning is thrilled to be with you guys at the Valuation Expo. We're really looking forward to it.
All right, fantastic. All right, guys, see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
ProxyPix is the first of its kind on-demand system for getting location-specific media you need from wherever you are. Their simple-to-use platform creates an online marketplace matching people needing property photos with proxies or data collectors near the requested location. Through crowdsourcing, you can get current up-to-date photos of anything on the map within hours, if not minutes. Never before has it been quicker, simpler, or more economical to get the property photos that you need. Sign up at proxypix.com or download the ProxyPix app available on the Apple and Google Play stores. Well, we appreciate you all joining for us. And appraisers, if you're going to join us for Valuation Expo, Appraiser eLearning has a special opportunity for you, speaking of opportunities. And that is a code for $50 off any pass. So this is $50 off your USPAP, $50 off the full conference, or $50 off the trade show. And that is AEL50. And that's a code from Appraiser eLearning as part of their sponsorship. So we really hope you'll join us there. It's going to be great. It's September 7th through 9th in Las Vegas at the Mirage. Thank you all and have a great day.